These people who are into religion, Bhagavad Gita and all, they don't know how to really serve the society. Look at these other NGOs. They are feeding the poor, they are building hospitals. But what are these people doing? They are simply giving something gyan about some spirituality and all. Why don't they feed the poor? Has this thought crossed your mind, my friends? Do you feel that actually giving food to the poor or building hospitals is much greater than giving them spiritual education? If so, do keep watching this video. We will see how Prabhupada gave a very brilliant example to drive home this point. Prabhupada talks about one child who is crying in the Mela. It's a fair, lots of things going around, lots of crowd, but the child is crying. The child is all alone. The parents are not there. Taking pity, one person comes there and says, okay, what do you want? Maybe you are hungry. Here, I'll get an ice cream for you. He gives the ice cream to the child and goes away. The child is pacified for some time having that good ice cream, but after some time it again starts feeling hungry. It is lost. It is scared. The child again starts crying. Another person comes. Oh, maybe the child is feeling cold and let me give you some blanket. He goes, purchases a blanket for the child and gives it. Again, the child is comfortable for some time, but then the person goes away. The child is again in a very difficult situation. He starts crying again and again. So a third person comes there. He tries to talk to the child and says, "Hey, what's your name? Where are you from? Oh, you are lost, is it? Can you tell me about your parents? Oh, you are not able to tell me. Can you tell me at least what is the place near your home? What is that area? What is there some landmark near your home?" He tries to talk to the child and says, "Aha, I got it now. You are the son of Mr. Sharma. I know Mr. Sharma. I will actually take you right up to him." He takes the child, holds him by the hand and takes the child all the way to the parents. So my friends, who in these three cases that we talked of, who do you think has done the greatest help for the child? Of course, all the three have helped, right? They are actually much better than those passers-by who did not even care for the crying child. Definitely, the person who got the ice cream to the child, the person who got a new blanket for the child, have done a lot of help. They have given comfort to the child. But I'm sure you would agree that the last person who reunited the child with his parents has done the greatest benefit to the child. Why so? Because the first two types of help were temporary. These were only it's a band-aid solution at its best. It did not address the root cause of the problem. But the third person went out of his way to hold the child, find out who the parents are, and then reunited the child with the parents. And by doing that, all the other problems of the child, the food, hunger, clothing, cold, all those other problems are automatically taken care of. It's the most permanent solution and it has addressed the root cause of the suffering of the child. Similarly, my friends, all these different NGOs who are into education, giving food, building hospitals, everything, they are doing wonderful service. They are much better than those selfish people who just live for themselves. There is no doubt about it. But yet, we should not make the mistake of considering them to be doing the topmost service to the humans. the topmost service to the humans is being done by those teachers, those saints, devotees who are making an effort to unite us with our real Father Krishna, who are trying to unite us with take us back to our real spiritual state, our real home. So let us actually not brush aside the efforts of all these saints, these religionists who are working to revive our spiritual identity. They are trying to connect us with our Supreme Father. In Sanskrit, the term for connection is yoga. Yoga means to connect, and the Bhagavad Gita talks of different types of yoga by which a soul can get connected to the Supreme Soul through Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and the best of all, Bhakti Yoga. So, do give this a chance. Do consider this topmost service which the saints are doing to be something glorious. In Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 66th verse, Krishna is saying, Nasti buddhir ayuktasya na cha yuktasya bhavana na cha bhavayata shantir ashantasya kuta sukham. One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Friends, let us actually consider what is our topmost goal, and let us actually benefit from what the saints, the Guru Parampara, the sadhus, the bhaktas in our great Indian tradition, and let us try to connect ourselves with Krishna. The first step that you can do in this process is to start reading Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita has immense wisdom, and it will give you the kind of spiritual strength and it will nourish your personality. Do consider taking a Bhagavad Gita today. The link is there in the description below. Hare Krishna.